Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel Single Mother After Abuse. Thank you to everyone that commented on my last video, why men hate child maintenance when the abuse continues financially. I truly do appreciate the constant support. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and subscribe. Okay, so this video is called How to Spot a Toxic Man, Why Insecure Men Try to Control Women. Okay, let's dive in. I want to highlight that domestic abuse comes in many forms. There is physical abuse, emotional abuse, verbal, sexual, financial abuse, and that is just some to name a few. Abusive men frequently tend to start off subtle, so they may show you love via buying gifts. They pay great attention to detail of your character to mirror you and your empathic ways, to then start controlling. They may try to stop you from being around your loved ones, that include family and friends, to then try to change the way you dress and so on. There was a married lady that I used to be friends with called V that has been with her husband for many years. Our children go to the same school and her husband does the school runs because she doesn't drive. One day I was at their house and they were praising another lady at the school, stating how nice she was. Anyway, a few months later, they were telling me now how horrible and evil this lady was, despite me having positive interactions with her. I asked Fee whether she's now stopped talking to the lady altogether, and she said yes, because her husband stated that the lady said something negative towards her husband when discussing their children. When I asked what that negative something was, I did not find, in my opinion, the comment to be offensive at all, but rather a joke to lighten the mood, because the husband was taking the lady's children to school as well as their own. 6 months later, I found myself in the same position. V had stopped talking to me, despite growing closer to her previously, to now her ignoring me at the school when she came to pick up her children one day. Wrecking my brain to figure out what the issue was, I could only think of when I discussed with her husband that my daughter was upset when their daughter didn't want to say hello to us one day. I told them that my daughter takes on other people's emotions and doesn't like to see their daughter upset if she was going through something. I believe that's when the distance between our families arrived. Even though at the time I didn't think there was a problem, but then it dawned on me. Whatever is said to the husband, he twists it. He takes it back home to V, who thinks there's an issue, for her to stop talking to the mums at the school. I hope that makes sense. Although the husband still says hello to me and the other lady he painted as evil after praising her, V doesn't know this. Because when V comes to the school, which is once in a blue moon, she acts as if she doesn't even know us, like she doesn't even see us. If this is not a controlling husband that has eliminated her options of being friends with the other mums, I don't know what is. She is clearly none the wiser, thinking her husband has an issue with us when really, again, he says hello to us. The husband is the common denominator here. He paints a picture of us both when he arrives home, so V relies on just him. Do I believe that toxic and abusive men are insecure? Yes. This is why most men tend to be controlling, in fact. For him to play women against each other shows what kind of man he is. In fact, this is what narcissists do. Now, I'm not saying that this man is a narcissist, but by him having this narcissistic trait of him playing the victim and wronged husband to his wife gives me that me energy. A man's worst nightmare is to feel invisible. He saw his wife growing closer to 2 mums at the school and he didn't like that. What other reason did he have to find a divide, in fact, create a divide between me, his wife, and the other lady? He clearly felt inadequate against us, and in my eyes, he has low self-esteem. V is a lady that is being tricked in her marriage, having her husband isolate her, and she doesn't even know it. Most men in their household likes to be seen as a hero, and I must say he is no hero in my eyes. I have witnessed him trying to play hero in his own home many times when I've come to his house. He's come across as straight talking, stern, but clearly this is an act. Women, please, 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 let me tell you, the mask always drops. It just so happened I have seen his mask drop before V. An abusive man will often disrespect and embarrass his woman when he is not on a path. Men like this often cheat. Men like this have their own friends and feel entitled to do whatever they want to do. I remember this man saying he was going to Nigeria for 2 weeks. And when I asked him if they were going as a family, he said no, he's going alone. At the time, I was thinking, wow, so you're going to leave your wife with the 4 kids at home? There was another time when I told him I'm taking my daughter out to a restaurant as a treat after school. And he said, oh, I haven't been to a restaurant since uni. And I said, oh, you should take V one day, recommending a fancy one to him. His response was, who's going to look after the kids? Ladies, I think this says it all. Please use this video to understand that men with deep insecurities drive them to be very self-destructive, violent, and entitled towards women. He will use every trick in the book to lower your self-confidence because misery loves company. Get rid of any man that seems to act out. And as usual, I can't wait to hear your comments on this subject. So please do subscribe and I will see you in the next one.